if you struggle with headaches, one area you want to take a look at are the sutures in the bone, all the plates in your skull. We have all these different plates on the front, the sides, that all piece together to make our entire skull. There's a special bone in there, the capstone of your entire skull, called your sphenoid bone. So the sphenoid bone, if you follow your cheeks, you follow your zygomatic arch of your cheekbones, and you follow that thing all the way to the side, right here where it kind of indents in, this is your sphenoid bone. Most people call it like your temple. So you're gonna follow that thing up here, you're gonna find that temple or that sphenoid bone. That bone actually goes all the way through your brain or through your skull from one side to the other. It's the only bone that does that. Everything else builds on top and around that bone there. So this bone is really important. It changes the pumping of the cerebral spinal fluid in your brain. So when this thing gets stuck, it throws off the whole mechanism of how those things work. So if you tend to have headaches, and it's like before you go to bed or when you've been up a long time or just in general getting headaches, usually stems from poor flow of oxygen and blood to your brain. So a great way that I've found to help that out is with the sphenoid release. You're gonna take a yoga ball, something like this. There's the trigger point, like roller ball. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay that ball right on that sphenoid bone there. So I'm gonna lay the ball down. I'm gonna let the weight of my head sit on that ball. So I'm gonna come from here, I'm gonna let my head just kind of sit on there. So I'm kind of like in the fetal position here. I like to put my hands between my knees. I'm just letting the weight of my head sink into that ball. As you wiggle around a little bit, you'll find those tender spots. Okay, right there. So there's my tender spot. I want you to focus on breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. I'd like your teeth to be slightly together, not clenching, just sitting together, so your vagal nerve mellows out and calms down. And your tongue on the roof of your mouth the entire time. In through the nose and out through the nose. Nice, slow, and steady breaths. Deep breaths in. Hold that pressure for a brief moment in your abdomen. Nice long breath out from that nose. While you're breathing like that, what I'd like you to think about is the sutures or the plates in your skull expanding and contracting. So while I'm lying here breathing, I should feel like my skull is expanding and contracting like this while I'm lying there. I'd recommend hanging out here for 2 minutes to 5 minutes and let everything mellow out. So what you're actually doing here as I'm lying here, I'm getting my parasympathetic nervous system to kick on, like my rest and digest, my mellow nervous system to kick on. And as I'm breathing here more and more, these bones are expanding and contracting, and it's going to help to adjust and make sure that bone is where it's supposed to be. So sit there for about 2 to 5 minutes. It'll come on up, and it'll probably be like, "Whoa, man, I'm totally dizzy." Yeah, we just took all these bones in your skull and moved them around. Then you'll lay down and do the other side. So again, 2 to 5 minutes on each side. Focus on super calm, slow, relaxed breath down to the bottom of that abdomen. Feeling that head expand and contract as you go. And that's going to really help you out anytime you have a headache. So try that stuff out and let me know how it goes.